Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, Oswego. I'm Nicole, and this is your Panther TV for Thursday, September 11th, 2008.
And I'm Becca, and today's an Orange Day. At this time, please take a moment of silence for those who lost their lives and loved ones on this fateful day just 7 years ago.
Seven years ago, tragedy struck the United States as 4 planes were hijacked and used to create terror among the American people. 7 years ago, 2 planes crashed into the World Trade Centers, one into the Pentagon and the other in a field in Pennsylvania. 7 years ago, fear, sadness, and anger raced across our country. 7 years ago, many people lost the feeling of safety in the land of the free. 7 years ago, many were silenced for faults that were not theirs. 7 years ago, our freedom was not gone, but shattered along the streets of New York, Virginia, and a field in Pennsylvania. 7 years ago was September 11th.
Many may never be able to stop the mourning process of September 11th. Mothers, fathers, husbands, daughters, brothers, cousins, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and friends were lost. Some children lost both of their parents and were left to pick up where life once was. But as many of us can't even imagine doing, how does one pick up pieces of lives that are now lost? How do we forgive what has torn our country apart? How do we forget those many people whose lives were taken from them?
We never forget, but we let go of the hate that is in our hearts. Although we are still mourning for the losses and the losses of others, it does not mean that we avenge their deaths in anger. 7 years later, we must remember our friends and family and find peace. We must remember that we have to show kindness where it least likely shines, give when we might not get anything back, and help those who are too afraid to ask. As citizens of our school, of our country, and of our world, we must be prepared to commit random acts of kindness at every moment possible.
2,974 civilians died that day, and there are another 24 who are presumed dead. But more than 40,000 American people came together at Ground Zero to help in the cleanup and aftermath of September 11th. Take the example of these everyday citizens, firemen and policemen. Make a conscious choice of repeating the kindness these people showed. Don't put it off. Be kind today. And don't be afraid to help the new girl in school. Don't shy away from someone who needs your kindness. It's our duty to show the people who lost their lives in 9/11 they did not lose their lives in vain. Our hearts are still heavy from the tragedy we faced on that fateful day because we can never forget a day like 9/11.
But with our heavy hearts, we must do what is right. We must not go along with the hate that is so easy to follow. We may know that something is wrong in this world, but we are so lucky to live in a country where our words and our minds matter more than our gender, race, or financial status. Speak out with your words and not your fists. Something that everyone should learn from 9/11 attacks is that putting fear in the hearts is not the way to win. We have stood strong as American people for this long. Do not let this strength break with anger. As Anne Braden, a civil rights activist from the 50s and 60s, once said, "You do have a choice. You don't have to be a part of the world of the lynchers. You can join the other America. There is another America." Our love and hope is with all the men and women who lost their lives on that tragic morning.
We will always remember the lives of those who were lost that day. But now we must move on to the announcements. There's a chess meeting today in Mr. Steffes' room, room 191, right after school. As a reminder, no chess experience is required, and feel free to bring friends. Also, drama callbacks for the fall show are today after school. Check with Miss Newcomb if you have any questions or concerns.
There will be a meeting for any girl who is interested in trying out for girls basketball this winter today at 2:45 in room 247. The meeting will discuss the preseason activities along with out and season information. If you have any questions, please see Coach Pullman, Coach Carlson, or Coach Ash. Panther TV will also be having a meeting today in room 112 at 2:45. Bionic Interact will be meeting on Tuesday, September 16th at 7:10 in the LRC. There will be only a morning meeting on that day. Varsity girls swimming and diving beat Lincoln Way Central on Tuesday night, winning 12 out of the 13 events. They extended their record to 2-1. Ms. McCarthy has a message for all horticulture member students who missed the meeting on Tuesday. The club officers and Ms. McCarthy will be available in the cafeteria to update members and get students involved. If you are hoping to make your own flowers for the homecoming dance, nominate a person for Flower King or Queen, or participate in any club activities, you can do this in the cafeteria this Thursday.
That's all for this morning, OHS. Have a good day.